Right, hello everyone. So we're gonna be doing a anything goes stream. I didn't even plan this out. I don't even really have my usual like restream professional setup. It's just gonna kind of be there. Um, so like I said, I'm not even using my restream or anything. I'm just literally went live in Zoom. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of how we're working this. We're gonna stream for probably an hour. I gotta go after that, unfortunately, but we'll get some things done. And yes, I know I'm streaming 45 after the hour. Again, this is totally not professional. Um, yeah, totally not at all. Um, so I got a lot of things I want to show you guys today. Let me go ahead and quickly put this on Mastodon. And I'm actually working on my own app, believe it or not. And I gotta see if it actually sent me a notification saying that this went live. Where did my phone go? Here it is. Like I said, I've got a lot of different things going on. But yeah, we're gonna kind of do whatever we want today because, like I said, I've got a limited amount of time. I'm not even using my real restream. Um, okay, so it looks like I'm actually using I have a Taylor Media app coming out. I was just testing it to see if it says I'm going live. Oh, good. It says Taylor's live streaming. Tap to join. Okay, so it didn't send a notification. That's fine. At least people know that I'm live streaming. So yeah, Taylor Art Media is gonna be in test flight. Um, soon. Michael gets the app icon. If you guys are in chat, say hello. Let me see if I can put this on Mastodon. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even plan this out, so I just kind of threw it all together. But yeah. I just oops. I okay. So like I said, I'm gonna be showing you guys a couple of cool things that I found out over the weekend. Alright, so just do that on Mastodon. If you guys are in chat, let's test my chat because I'm using something different today. Um, yeah, let's test that. Let's see. Let's see if this worked. I'm muted. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, so okay, great. Let's see. So yeah, if you guys are here, um, okay, so I'm just testing out my setup real quick. Good. Okay, so now that my chat's working, that's one thing out of the way. So I'm using something called Speech Chat, because I don't really want to have to use Restream right now because I'm not really doing anything that professional. This is all just kind of fun, and really not planned out. It's kind of spontaneity at its best. And so we're gonna do some cool code, actually. And I'm excited. You guys should join me. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly do this on X as well. But I'm glad at least my app is working. So that's good. So yeah, that's kind of what we're gonna be doing today. Let's see. And I want you guys to comment and like and subscribe and things. I've got 813 subscribers, and I'm excited about that. So I'm gonna talk about Waymo for a second. Let's get out of the way with that real quick. So Waymo, as you guys know, is a self-driving car service, or I should say, yeah, basically, it's owned and operated by Google, and they've been in Austin since like October of last year. Well, this time they're actually starting to use the Uber app, which meh, not very much of a fan of, but what are you gonna do? The problem with the Uber app is that it does not have the same accessibility controls as did that old Waymo app that is used in San Francisco and other cities. With that being said, unfortunately, what happened was is that, well, I can't seem to find the Waymos very easily. Today, because you have an option of whether you want a human or a Waymo, and if a Waymo is available, I try to prefer that. So I didn't have Michael with me, right? Nobody else was with me. I was coming home from my haircut and I was like, well, wait, what am I gonna do? So I saw that I got a Waymo in Uber and I'm like, oh dear, how am I gonna find this? It's a big hair salon, a lot of parking and things. And well, what I ended up doing is I used ChatGPT. I did the video mode and I actually had ChatGPT scan around and I thought I heard a Waymo across the street. So I'm like, hey, is this some Waymo? It's like, yeah, there's a bunch of sensors and the letters TA on it. Well, TA basically means my initials. So I was able to jump in that Waymo and head home. It wasn't the most seamless because I couldn't just use it accessibly, right? I couldn't just use accessibly, but it worked. So that is something, and again, I'm gonna have to keep trying to do more Waymos, and I wish I could have filmed it, but didn't have my Meta Ray-Bans with me, so I couldn't film it. But I was able to come home and do all that kind of fun things. So yeah, I am super excited about that. Yeah, very cool. If you guys are watching me, let's do a chat, see what you guys are up to. But yeah, the Waymo thing is very interesting. I love Waymo, and it's definitely awesome, but it's not awesome when they make things inaccessible. Let's talk about GitHub Copilot. I'm actually going to start recording on the Zoom because I'm going to make this segment a video. So heads up. I'm going to do this I'm going to use speech a little bit, but I'm also going to do this in a I'm not going to do a full like sharing of screen reader. But I will in just a second because actually, you know what? Actually, I am going to do the screen reader. I wasn't sure, but let me first record. I record because I can make this a video later. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is GitHub Copilot just released a new mode, or I should say a custom mode toggle, meaning that you can add as many modes to GitHub Copilot of your own choosing as you like. And they're actually made with simple MD files. Yeah, that's right. It's just adding a markdown file. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a mode for yourself. And we're actually going to construct one live. Now, why this is helpful, if you are at all familiar with GitHub Copilot, you know that we have the agent mode, right, which is the most standard thing. We have the ask mode where you can ask questions. We have the edits mode where you can be able to make edits, but it's not like the full agent because it doesn't go through your entire code base. You do manual like context additions. But then we also have these now custom modes. So this actually got released last Friday. There was an episode on the VS Code YouTube channel. And I was messing around with these yesterday with my friend Jeff Bishop. And they actually got the custom mode that the engineers made, and it actually, they said, was able to perform like Claude. Now, I will say, I will say, being frankly honest, it's not actually that good. But here's where it gets a little interesting. I actually made a mode myself, And I made a mode that took and added to their existing mode where you can be able to have an enhanced agent mode. That's what Jeff and I called it. Their mode prioritized being very fast and rushing. The problem with that is that there'd be a lot of nefarious syntax errors. My mode that I made, which was the same, right, because I could just edit a markdown file, was actually the best. The reason is because I can have it where I'll be able to make sure it actually does well and doesn't rush and doesn't make nefarious syntax errors. My mode that I actually made did a lot better than theirs. I can put mine down below in the description. But it's basically a markdown file. We're going to actually make a mode together on the stream, and we're going to make a mode for specification writing and planning out projects, because that's kind of the biggest pitfall that I have right now is a mode to be able to make projects and plan them and things. We're also going to make modes for accessibility and other things to be a full accessibility auditor and fix coding problems. But that's kind of what we're going to be doing in this little segment of the video here. And I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. I'm going to share my screen reader so that everybody can understand how to do this. It's very straightforward. I'm going to walk you through the entire process.
Zoom Finder. Net Finder. Desktop. Numlock. Desktop lock. Windows 11. VoiceOver off.
I'm on parallel.
Desktop list. Developer shortcut 11 of 19. Numlock on. Numlock. NVDA menu. Preferences. Settings. S. NVDA. Speech tool 17. Speech change. Voice variant. Rate. Slider 48. Alt plus R. 47.
Oh, it's actually fine.
Unknown.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. I'm on my desktop, and what I'm going to actually do is open VS Code. Now, you do not need the Insider, so it's actually available on the normal. So let me show you how to make this work. So I'm going to go to
P, S, Visual Studio Code app. Press right to view.
Visual Studio Code.
Visual document. Agent.
I've got a project open right now for my
application agent
media
agent
app.
Application main.
Okay.
Less HTML and equals and greater. Edit read only multi-line. Clickable edit read only multi-line. No next edit field. GPT 4.1.
Just tabbing around here. I'm sorry, just arrowing and pressing E. I'm going to go new chat.
Clickable disable toolbar add content. View all edits button. Undo all edits. Keep all edits. CT chat list clickable with read aloud button. Chat actions toolbar new chat. CTRL plus L button.
Oh, Control L. Why? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting.
Button new chat. CTRL plus L. Edit read only multi-line blank.
Oh, weird.
Out of it less slash HTML great edit read only multi-line. About.html.
Interesting. Okay,
less type HTML greater edit read only multi-line blank. About.html editor as autocomplete multi.
Yeah, Control L.
Edit read only multi clickable edit read only multi no next edit field. Click up tool view all edit undo all edit keep all edit chat read chat action new chat CTRL plus L button show chats button clickable. Clickable button expanded outline section button collect timeline mainland clickable toolbar keep this change CTRL plus Y button. Click up timeline section outline set explorer manage to accounts title action toolbar toggle chat agent chat input type to ask quest. Click up toolbar view all edit undo all edit keep all edit chat list click read aloud button chat action new chat CTRL plus L button unavailable start new chat dialog starting a new chat undo and continue button. About.html Taylor Art Media Visual button new chat.
Okay, so let me show you. So I just did new chat. I'm gonna go to my edit field so that I can start typing.
Clickable chat input type to ask questions or type slash for.
Okay, I'm gonna press tab.
Toolbar set mode CTRL plus agent menu button collapse sub menu.
Mode. Now you notice there's a bunch of options here, and I'm gonna show you the difference.
Ask not checked ask copilot 2 of 6.
Ask. That's where you can ask.
Agent checked edit files in your workspace and agent mode 3 of 6.
Agent.
Edit not checked edit files in your workspace 4 of 6. Enhanced agent not checked edit files in your workspace and agent mode 6 of 6.
Edit files in your workspace and agent mode.
Ask not checked ask copilot 2 of 6.
And that's it. So you notice there's the enhanced, right? That's not something that you've had before, is it? No. And the cool thing is about these modes, you can actually make them for different workspaces. So if you've got a mode that you don't want in others, you can actually make it for just that workspace. And that is really, really amazing. So let's show you how to do that now. I'm going to go to my command palette by pressing Control Shift P.
About.html Taylor Art Media.
I'm going to press I'm going to type in modes.
MODE.
Oops, hold on.
Type the name of a command. MODE. 14 results. 15. Change. Chat. Configure chat modes. Recently used 1 of 15.
Configure chat modes. Press
Toolbar.
enter.
Select the chat mode file to open list. Plus create new custom chat mode file. 1 of 2.
I'm going to say this is plus create custom chat mode file. Yes.
Chat modes. GitHub chat modes.
Custom sorry, chat modes.github chat modes. We don't want that because that will go in the workspace.
User data folder. See users Taylor and app data roaming code user prompts 2 of 2.
And user data, that's what we want. So it'll go in the global.
Enter the name of the custom chat mode file. Edit as autocomplete. Press enter to confirm your input or escape to cancel. Enter the name of the custom chat mode file blank.
I'm gonna call this planner.
Planner. Toolbar. Main landmark. Planner.chatmode.md. Preview editor as autocomplete.
So it says planner.chatmode.md. So this is just a simple markdown file. Now you may be wondering, well, how am I going to be able to get this to work, right? What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to have AI help me write a prompt for this. The reason that I'm actually doing this is because let's say I want to make my own mode that has a specific characteristic, right? There's a lot of samples online and I've tried the other planning modes, but they just don't work the way I want them to. Okay, so I'll kind of show you a couple things of how I iterate on different things. So I'm going to go, there's a couple ways I do this though. I can either go to github.com, or I could just go to regular ChatGPT. What I actually prefer in this instance is actually go to github.com. The reason is because it will actually make markdown files and I could just copy paste. And it already has some kind of good like coding syntax things where it can, be a better prompt engineer. And so I'll show you how to do that.
File submenu Alt plus F1 to 4.
I'm gonna
File
go
sub.
to Google
Start
Chrome.
window. Oh. Google Chrome app. Who's using OpenDB Taylor profile. More open bits profile button. More open text top stop.
Okay.
Button. Toolbar. Address. New tab Google Chrome Taylor. New tab Google Chrome. New tab. New tab Google Chrome.
And
Google.
I'm gonna go to, what am I gonna do here? GitHub.
GTHD.OM. GitHub. Link skip the content. Banner. Link skip the content.
Home.
Banner landmark heading level 2 navigation menu. Button open global navigation link omnibus. GitHub breadcrumb navigation landmark list with one item link dashboard. Out of list clickable. Button type / to serve visited link chat with Copilot.
Chat with Copilot.
New conversation GitHub Copilot document main
There
landmark.
we go. So I'll say you.
YOU space
and
ARE space A space PROMPTER dot space YOU space ARE space GOING space O space AKE space A space
make a new
NE dot space MODE space FOR space AN space AI space AGENT dot space
this
CAIS space MODE space IS space A space
plan
P LANIN space MODE CAE space USE space O space AKE space AND space DNA space EKAM space O TO space E LAN space NE dot space PROJECT dot space TAE space ENTIRE space
the entire reason
REASON space THIS space
mode
MODE space
exists
EXISTS space
is
TIS space
not
MOD space TO space
to
CODE space BUT space TO
to
space
make
MAKE space
a
A space
plan
TLAN space
and
AND space A space TODO IODOT
to do this.
TODO space LIST space TAT space
Other
OTAER space
agents
AGENTS space CAN space
and
WRK space FROM dot space YOU space
you
ARE AARE space A space PM space
to project manager
AND space
and
YOU
you
space
know
ANO dot space AO dot space O space GET space PROJECTS space DONE
how to get projects
space
done.
YOU
You
space DON
don't
space RU SH space
rush,
BU
but
space
you
YOU space AK
ask
space QUES TIOS space
questions
CO
to
space TAE space
the user
USER space IF space EED space ED space
needed
TO
to
space SURE space
ensure
CAE
the
space
plan
PLAN space IS space
complete.
COMPLETE dot space
So again, I'll say also can
CAN space YU UYOU space AKE space TAIS space PROMPT space DETTE dot.
can you make this prompt better?
Copilot is responding. Copilot is
So
responding.
what this is going to do is this is going to help us to be able to make the prompt right for this little
Copilot
planning
said
mode.
absolutely. Here's a more focused and detailed
There
absolutely.
we go. So it's done. We'll see what we have.
Out of it button retry button copy button bad response button good response out of toolbar let me know if you like this tailored for a specific domain separator instructions for execution. You are not responsible for coding or implementation only for planning and creating clear. Remember list with 5 items prioritize total list. 5 risks of 4 list with white bullets out of list project plan. 3
Go to top.
out of list project 1 out of list output format. List with missing bullet do not rush needed. Bullet guide the user out of list response. Absolutely. Here's a more focused and detailed version of your prompt suitable for an AI agent. Planning mode. This version clarifies the agent's role, the deliverables, plan plus action list, and its behavior. Thorough, inquisitive, non-rushed. Separator. Prompt AI agent planning mode. You are now operating in planning mode. Your role is that of a professional project manager. Your primary objective is to help users plan new projects by creating thorough, actionable project plans and detailed total lists. You must not write any code or implementation details. Responsibilities.
So it says you must not write any code. You see how thorough this is? So you can actually like customize this to no end, right? So really tools, it's not going to use a whole lot of them.
List with 7 items. Bullet guide the user through the project planning process by asking insightful, clarifying questions needed. Bullet ensure all project requirements, objectives, deliverables, dependencies, and milestones are clearly defined. Bullet break down the project into logical phases, tasks, and subtasks that other agents or team members can execute.
CSA other agents or team members.
Bullet identify any potential blockers, risks, or resource needs. Bullet summarize your output as a clear, organized project plan and a prioritized total list. Bullet do not rush the process. Pause to confirm details and ask follow-up questions whenever information is missing or unclear. Bullet your goal is to ensure the plan is complete, realistic, and actionable for others to implement. Out of list output format. List with 5 items. 1. Project overview.
So I like this. I'm gonna say
Copulate is response. Space N E E space T O
to
space F O L L O space T H I S space F O
this
R M A T space
format. So I'm gonna go paste in
new tab Google Chrome planner.chatmode.md Taylor Art Media
the
planner.chat
format in MD
description of the custom chat mode unselected
description,
description of tools tool 1 tool 2
tools, and that's it. So
new converse blank space U S E space A E space F E T C H space T O O L space G E T space L I N K S space A N D space S E A R C H T H space double E space F O R space D E S T space P R A C T I C E S.
there we go. Now I have it following that new mode, right? Sorry, that new format.
Said, certainly, here's a version of your planning.
Here we go.
Out of edit, out of toolbar, copy, out of button, button, bad response, button, good response. Copilot said, certainly, here's a version of your planning heading level 3. Certainly, here's a version format tailored for an AI agent focused on project planning with best practices researched via the fetch tool, web search, and the agent using tools appropriate for planning, such as total list creation tools, figure code, button wrap, button copy description, a professional project planning mode where the AI acts as a project manager. This mode guides users through the process of planning new projects, focusing on gathering requirements, clarifying objectives, identifying stakeholders, breaking down projects into detailed and actionable tasks, and creating prioritized total lists. The AI does not write code but ensures the plan is comprehensive, realistic, and follows industry best practices. The agent asks clarifying questions to fill any gaps, does not rush, and iterates with the user as needed. The agent uses a fetch tool to search the web for best practices, templates, and references to ensure plans are thorough and up to date. Tools, fetch, total list. Out of figure if you want the tools list to literally match your example, fetch and web search, or if you want to add / remove other tools, let me know. Message tools toolbar button good response.
I like this. I'm
Copilot
gonna
response.
say please.
P E A S E space A A V E space E A space R E S T space O F space T H space T Y Y T T E S T space E A A E space T S E T space T E X T space I S space T H space R space space F I R S T space E S S A G E space A space A P space A I S space C O M P R E A E N S I V E.
Again, this is taking some iteration, but you know, GitHub Copilot is actually free for 4.1.
Custom chat mode for project cloud of edit
So
button.
that's why I'm using it.
Copilot said, certainly, here's a comprehensive planning mode description heading level 3. Certain details, best practice, button view, message tools, toolbar, clickable, button, good response.
Now it has a
Out of
file.
toolbar, button view,
That's what I like
custom
about
chat
it.
mode for project, custom chat mode for project, clickable. Blank. Custom main banner landmark menu, link you have unread notifications.
Maybe.
No next
Hold
heading.
on.
Menu, main custom chat, clickable. Custom chat. Skip the content link, banner, button, no link, comment, GitHub, browser list, button types, create something new, menu, open, no next button, main custom, clickable, blank. Custom chat mode for project, banner, landmark, open, global link, comment, GitHub, out of list, button, create your issue, your pull, open, workbench items, tab, control, close, more options menu, but file view, button, current code.
So I go to code.
Out of list 34 lines, 2 KB.
There we go. So it's 34 lines. I can go, it's like a workspace, and I can just keep going down.
Button copy, button download code.
Download.
Planning mode.md file contents.
Planning mode MD.
Planning mode.md file contents region, click description.
Here we go.
Description. Star project planning mode star. Blank. In this custom chat mode, the AI agent acts as a professional project manager dedicated to helping users plan new projects from start to finish. The agent's primary responsibilities are to facilitate thorough project planning and to produce a clear, actionable total list that others can implement. Blank. Star key features. Star guides the user step by step through project planning, starting with understanding objectives, requirements, and stakeholders. Gathers all necessary information by asking insightful, clarifying questions, never assuming or rushing, and always pausing to ensure every detail is captured.
She is not rushing. That's the key thing here, folks.
Researches and applies industry best practices, templates, and recommendations by searching the web using the fetch tool. Organizes the project into logical phases, milestones, and dependencies. Breaks down work into detailed, actionable tasks and subtasks, identifying owners, priorities, and dependencies for each. Identifies and documents risks, blockers, assumptions, and required resources. Summarizes and presents the output as a clear, comprehensive project plan and a prioritized total list that other agents or team members can use for implementation. Does not write any code or implementation details, focuses exclusively on planning and actionable instructions for others to execute. Iterates with the user as needed, confirming details and requirements throughout the process. Blank. Star output format. Star. 1. Star project overview. Star. Objectives. Success criteria. Stakeholders. 2. Star 3. Star prop 2. Star requirements and assumptions. Star. 3. Star project plan. Star. Phases / milestones. Tasks and subtasks. Dependencies. Timeline if provided. 4. Star is 5. Star prioritized total list. Star. Blank. The agent's goal is to deliver a complete, realistic, and actionable plan that follows best practices and can be handed off for implementation without ambiguity. Tools, fetch, total list. Tools, practice. The agent's goal is to deliver planning mode.md.
Copy all this.
Planner.chatmode.md Taylor Art Media.
And then I paste it into here.
Dash.
And congratulations, you made a mode in GitHub Copilot. But let's do something else. Let's show you how this mode actually works, because I made this live and who knows how it will work. I'm going to save the file.
About.html Taylor Art Media Visual Studio Code document.
And let's open up, let me see.
Game bar window. Home grouping.
Oh, it's something weird. Hold on.
Numlock on. Numlock. Custom chat mode for project planning. GitHub. Custom chat mode for project plan. About.html Taylor Art Media.
Let's pause.
Custom chat mode for project plan. Numlock on. About. Context menu. Close. Custom chat mode for project planning. GitHub.
And let's
Desktop list. Developer shortcut 11 of 19. Developer file explorer. The AI not deep learning. Others. Python 7. Sample cloud. Swift 9. Test app 10 of 14. Swift 9 of 4. Beyond the gallery not selected 1 of 23. P. Perspective AI Vision 11. P. Perspective meetings 12 of 20. P. Perspective tasks 13 of 23. P. Perspective transcribe 14 of 20.
let's open
Items
this
view
up.
list. Address bar. Search window. Search bar. V. S. Visual Studio Code. App. Press right to view options. 1. Visual Studio Code. Document. No results found. Open folder. CTRL plus KCTRL.
Open folder.
Main landmark. Transcribe equals C. Open. Open folder. Address scan tool. Command mod. Preview. Taylor personal. Name split button collapsed sorted. Transcribe. Circle 3 items view list. Perspective. Name. Fold. Select folder button. Unknown.
Here we go.
N. A. Taylor the NV. Loading NVDA. Please wait. Perspective. R dot. No, I don't trust the author. R dot link visited. No, yes, I trust the author.
Okay.
Perspective transcribe.
3, 2, 1. So I'm actually in the transcribe file, sorry, folder. And now this is actually a new project. We haven't done anything. It's an iOS app we were going to build the other day, and then technical problems. Unfortunately, we don't have a spec for this. We don't have a plan. We need to use our new planning mode to do it. So let's test it out. Control Shift on.
Agent application chat toolbar set mode CTRL plus
Get
agent
mode.
ask not check ask copy agent check edit not check edit enhanced agent not check edit files in your workspace in agent mode 6 of 7 planner not check 7 of 7
Planner.
agent
Here we
toolbar
go.
set mode chat input type to ask questions or type slash for topics press enter this I space N E E D space P R O J E C T space P A L L A P P L A N space O R space P E R S P E C T I V E space P R A S C R I B E space T space U S E S space A P P L E space N E dot space S P E E C A space E N G I N E space I N space I O S space 2 7 7 6 space E A E what space C A S R E C O R D space L I V E space O R space T R A N S C R I B space U D I O space F I L E dot chat
Alright,
request
let's
sent
see what
working
it does. So it was just a little blurb. Let's see if
working
it can
progress
help me
fetching
plan
2
it
web pages
out.
working
Fetching 2 web pages. Okay, good. So it's using the fetch tool.
progress
Very important.
chat input type
I'm just gonna
out of list clickable list with 5 items bullet
pressing up arrow.
out of list clickable list with 5 items speech recognition manager for live transcription progress out of list clickable list with 5 items bullet out of list clickable list with 5 items summary manager for content processing progress out of list clickable list with 5 items bullet out of list clickable list with 5 items data models for transcript management out of list clickable list with 5 items out of list clickable list with 5 items out of list clickable list with 5 items list item level 2 U progress progress out of list clickable heading level 3 phase 1 clickable objective upgrade clickable heading level 4 tasks
Oh, I need to restart my NVDA.
search TaylorDediclit.com search window search web loading NVDA please wait perspective transcribe Visual Studio I need a perspective transcribe it engine EOS 26A can record transcribe audio file perspective
Okay,
transcribe
so we press down
record
arrow.
out of edit clickable menu out of tool buttons button but clickable out of tool clickable button notification clickable button copilot status
Oh wait,
chat list technical vertical traffic light calendar top data protect lock privacy and user experience technical metrics heading level 3 bar charts key screens heading left design prints artist palette management feature file transcription lyric or mobile phone key feed depend iOS 20 camera and wrench technical requirements heading level tasks heading level 4 phase 4 performance and task phase rocket clip bull perspective transcribe project plan heading level
so
1
here's the plan.
heading level 2 bullseye project overview perspective transcribe is an iOS app leveraging Apple's new speech engine and iOS 26 to provide comprehensive transcription services with both live recording and audio file transcription capabilities heading level 2 clipboard current architecture
Good.
analysis your app already has a solid foundation with list with 5 items bullet Swift UI based UI with modular view structure Bullet. Speech recognition manager for live transcription. Bullet. Summary manager for content processing. Bullet. Data models for transcript management. Bullet. Multiple view controllers for different use cases. Out of list heading level 2 rocket development phases. Heading level 3 phase 1. Objective. Upgrade heading level 4 tasks. Objective. Upgrade existing speech recognition to iOS 26 capabilities. Heading left list with 3 items 1. iOS 26 speech engine integration. List with 4 items. Speech recognition manager. Swift to use new iOS 26 speech APIs.
So I'm just reading some of
White Bullet
this.
implement enhanced accuracy features. White Bullet adds support for multiple languages and dialects. White Bullet integrate real-time confidence scoring. Out of
Okay.
list 2. Audio file processing. List with 4 items. White Bullet extend. Speech recognition manager to handle audio. White Bullet support multiple audio formats. MP. White Bullet implement batch processing capabilities. White Bullet add progress tracking for file transcription. Out of list 3. Enhanced data models. List with 4 I transcript. White Bullet add audio source type. List space.
So this is kind of how you do it, right? And I could just say save this, right? I'm going to say I like this, right? But I'll say
Clickable
save.
chat. SAVETAI space A space PLAN dot HHMD space OR space ONETAING spell IP space TH AT dot chat request set.
I'll say save it as plan.md. But this is a really good first start.
Progress.
Hope you guys enjoyed how to do this. It's pretty simple, and try it out for
Progress.
yourself. I'll put the markdown in the description. And if people have
Progress.
ways to improve it, let's see how we can make it better together. With that out of the
Progress.
way, let's end this and have a wonderful day. We're not ending the stream, y'all. We're just ending the
Progress.
video session.
Parallels desktop. Zoom. Us. Zoom. Us. Zoom. Now an AI companion is still active. Would you also like to turn off? Window. Don't show is dismiss. Don't AI companion is still active. Would you also like to turn it off? Don't show dismiss button. Turn off AI companion dismiss. Progress at the top.
But y'all, that is
Finder.
how you
Parallels
do
desktop.
custom mode in
Voiceover off.
GitHub Copilot. Okay, so just thought I would let you guys know. That's how you do it. Pretty cool. What do you guys think in chat? You guys are really quiet. I want to know your thoughts. Let me look at my chat real quick because I've been doing the video session. And I'm having it save as plan.mg. And yes, I'll be doing a cursor tutorial sometime. Let me check my
Pane.
time.
Perspective transcribe. Search window. Search web.
So I've got about maybe 10, 20 minutes left, probably a little bit less or more, sorry. There's a couple of the demos I want to do though, because I want to show you some really cool stuff. But yeah, let me see this real quick. We're not going to actually code this, I don't think anyway. We might, but we might not, I'm not sure. Yeah, not sure.
Loading NVDA. Please wait. Perspective trans. New tab. Google Chrome. Custom chat mode for project planning. 142. Anything goes. YouTube. Google Chrome. 142. Anything. Heading level 2. Heading level 2. Clickable. Welcome to live chat. Clickable. Hi. Clickable test. Clickable chat. Chat. Section multi-line editable.
Alright, so you guys are pretty
Clickable.
quiet.
No previous heading. Clickable. 8 clickable. Toggle. Button. More action. Clickable to watching now.
So I think what I'm going to do,
Toggle. Clickable.
like I said,
800.
you guys
Clickable. Visited
are
link. Taylor.
here.
813 subscribers.
That was kind of the biggest thing I wanted to go over, and I'm gonna kind of do some more chat. But I think, like I said, I got a meeting shortly, so I don't know how much I'll be able to do more of. I think what I'm gonna do
Perspective
though
transcribe Visual Studio Code row 1 column
is I'm
226.
gonna
Perspective.
look up
Perspective
this real
transcribe.
quick and see how it's
Out of
doing.
checkbox button read out of toolbar click button copy button insert button apply in editor out of edit clickable chat input edit read only multi-line out of checkbox button read out of tool button copy button insert button apply out of edit and requirements evolve. This project plan is a living separator. List with 5 items testing test bullet analytics app store connect analytic code block insert per copy but toolbar retry but clickable toolbar set clickable pick model CTRL plus alt toolbar configure tools button out of toolbar tool clickable menu button collapse submenu set mode CTRL plus. App not agent not checked edit files in your workspace edit not checked edit enhanced agent not checked edit files agent toolbar set mode seat toolbar configure tools button. Files Explorer 3P level 1 perspective transcribe dot P perspective transcribe test not P perspective transcribe UI test not selected P perspective transcribe info dot list not select P perspective transcribe not selected collapse 1 of 7 level 1 expand level map services not selected collapse 3 of 8 level 2 P perspective transcribe dot entitlements not selected 7 of 8 level 2
Write any code.
main
Okay,
landmark list with 2 out of button collect chat list clickable with 1 item edit red clickable edit red only multi lock clickable edit red only multi clickable edit red only multi click edit no next edit field no next edit field out of toolbar chat list clickable with 1 clickable chat input type chat E-A-S-E space A-E space S-A-V-E space T-A-E-L-A-N space A-S space E-L-A-N dot A-T-M F-T-A dot M-M-A-A-N dot M-D. Chat request sent. Working.
there we go.
Progress. Working. Progress. 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 Progress.
But yeah, I think like I said, I'm gonna probably head out soon.
Progress. Out of click. Clickable code. Button copy. Button insert. Button up. Out of. This project plan is a living document that should be updated regularly as the
That's
project
not even
progresses.
doing it. Okay, well, like I hope you guys got that little nice demo. Getting a little tired, so I might head out, take a little nap.
Windows 11.
But
1.
yeah,
Zoom.